Well, hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can find it here. I got something funny here. I just downloaded. Just did download it.
What?
Oh,
Bullshit?
this is funny. This is funny.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Isn't he awesome? Isn't he awesome? Okay. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I got that cute little kid saying from my moderator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I run into a dilemma. I fixed it. And I don't know why it hit me today the way it hit me. I've been buying gifts for weeks and weeks for, well, also all spring and summer long. Every time I bought something for my daughter for her birthday, the next time I'd see her, I'd give it to her. So she's gotten so many things for her birthday already. And then I told her her birthday present came in because I had ordered it a month or so ago. And I said, but I got two of them. She said, so? Now you got two of them. I didn't tell her what it was. Then today I was at Walmart and I was looking to get something for my son for his birthday. Of course, I got him the Razor scooter, and I got him the big old huge Nerf gun, and I got him the thing that goes on his phone to make it like a Nintendo Switch, and all this stuff. I got him, and I got him all the Funko Pops and all that stuff. And then I'm walking through the aisle, and I see this thing sitting over here on the side of the aisle, the little green thing, and I'm like, my daughter's got a birthday. I gotta do 2 birthdays this month. Actually, both my daughters have birthdays. One's the 6th and one's the 8th. But yeah, so I gotta do 2 birthdays. So I got her the green thing. You got something green. You got something green. All right, so anyway. Plus the other thing that she gets two of. But that's okay. Because she might know somebody she can share with. Oh shit, which granddaughter? Oh, is it number 3 or number 4? I think it's number 3, right? It's number 2. Number 1. You're right. You're right. But I don't have a way to get a hold of her. So July 6th is my youngest daughter's birthday. July 7th is my oldest daughter's birthday. Oldest granddaughter's birthday. And July 8th is my. That's wrong. That's wrong. I'm wrong. July 6th is my youngest daughter's birthday. July 7th is my oldest granddaughter's birthday. July 8th is my oldest daughter's birthday. My daughters are the same age for one day. Yes, ma'am. And I didn't get her nothing. Yeah, I did. Well, I'm not going to send it to her because it's not fair that I got to write down my grandkids' birthdays. I'll tell you what, I know they have birthdays. I was there for all four of them, but I forget when they are. The My granddaughter's first birthday, we had the party out in my mom's carport, which is where my daughter lives now because my mom and dad passed away, and she's caring for the house. So we had the party, and my older brother and his wife lived next door to my mom and dad, and we did the whole letting the grandbaby eat the cake and everything. And then I don't know who started it. One of us started it, and we got into a cake fight. Literally smearing cake all over each other, chasing each other around with cake. Me and my oldest daughter. She ran into her mom and dad's house and run behind her dad. I didn't care. I still smashed her with cake. We had fun. We had fun. So, yeah. Yep, 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 yep. So, hello to the 4 people that are here in our chat. Please hit that thumbs up while you're listening to me tell funny stories about birthdays. So, I seen a Lego thing at Walmart that I thought about getting for my oldest granddaughter, and I thought, wait a minute, she just showed me she's already got that. There's $29 I don't have to spend. So anyway, but no, she's gonna like what I got her. She's a good kid. She like anything. So, and we had cake from one end of the street to the other end of the street and all the way through my sister-in-law's house. Yes, we did. And we only had to clean it up off of each other. We didn't have to clean up the rest of it. But yeah, that was fun. That baby was spoiled. She was the first grandchild and my parents' first great grandchild. And she, for the first 2 years of her life, she was just totally spoiled. Totally spoiled. So, and now she's fixing to turn 19 years old. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Oh, well. If you talk to her or send her a message or anything on her birthday, tell her I love her. Okay, now let's get to the meat of this problem. Window. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess I better open the window. There we go. I got it. We got to do our fair use warning. She's going to be 20. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm writing this down. 77L is 20. She's going to be 20 in October. Number 3 will be 15 next month. Number 3 was born. I thought it was number 3. Number 3. That's not. Number 3. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Because I'm getting confused. Number 3 will be 15. Ooh. Number 1 and 10 will be 20. All right, I got that. Okay, so there's our fair use disclaimer. And now, okay, our thing is Amber Alert. Missing mother fears religious beliefs has these 2, maybe 3 teenagers in danger. And all the links are in my description down below. Peanut butter. I started to wonder if I'm going to call the doctor to see if we need to get you a peanut butter test. They'll start licking the wall. Okay. So these 2 children, there's been an Amber Alert for 2 FLDS kids out of, and let me show you. Oh, I hit the wrong button. This is Matt Thibodeau on X. Yeah, peanut butter gives me heartburn. So Matt Thibodeau on X, I saw this post like as soon as we got off my live yesterday. I need to go in the kitchen before you get started and get some peanut butter. You need me to go get peanut butter? Just the jar? Okay. Okay. What am I going to do with it? Do you want me to drop you the link so you don't have to type? Now, hold it 6 inches away from your nose and tell me if you can smell it. No? Am I supposed to open it? I can't hold it right up to my nose and smell it. Yes, I can smell it. Smells like honey peanut butter. 6 inches. I don't have a ruler. Okay. Here's a butter knife. Okay, hold it this far from my nose. Yes, I can actually smell the peanut butter. Because it's a brand new jar. You can smell it all the way across the kitchen. So what does it mean that I can smell the peanut butter? When I stop being able to smell it, I have all. Okay. Okay. I believe that. I think I was born with that. All right. So, Matt Thibodeau, there's an active Amber Alert for 2 FLDS kids out of Montague, Idaho. Rachel Fisher and Alan Fisher. You are. I never heard of that, but I believe you. Rachel and Alan have been missing since June 22nd and are believed to be in grave danger as their religion teaches how children must die to be resurrected. All right. And then I said, okay, what religion is this? Okay, I know this is Latter-day Saints. I don't know what the F is, but this is Latter-day Saints. Um, only reason I know that's because I'll bring it up here in a minute in another thing. But yeah, this is the sister Rachel, and this is the brother Alan, and yeah, fellowship or first. Okay, I believe you. Come on. There it goes. All right. From 7 KTVB TV, boy, say that 15 times real fast. Boise, Amber Alert issued for missing Idaho teens may be going to Utah. There's the sister. There's the brother. Idaho State Police have issued an Amber Alert for 2 teens out of Montague, Idaho. Alan Fisher, 13, and Rachel Fisher, 15, were last seen around 7 p.m. in Montague on Sunday. At this time, police believe they may be heading for a fundamentalist Latter-day Saints group in Mendon or Trenton, Utah. Okay, so it's fundamentalist Latter-day Saints. Okay. Fundamentalist. That's a mouthful. It's heartbreaking, said Tanya Toole, holding out help executive. Yes, ma'am. Hold, please. Sorry. That was a important call from my moderator. Okay. So it's heartbreaking, said Tanya Tao, holding out help executive director. We ended up getting on with a multitude of people and trying to get a press release out and trying to get an Amber Alert out last night, which sadly didn't hit until today. Toole knows the teen's mom. The nonprofit she runs cares for and supports people from the polygamous background. The mom said there was some signs and some weird things the kids were saying. Somebody broke into their home about 2 months ago and stole the children's birth certificates and other personal items, Toole said. And then, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, she started seeing one of the oldest daughters watching them from afar. So I think her oldest daughter was taken before. And sometimes she would see them multiple times a day. And so it was no surprise when the children finally left. Okay, stop. Okay, let me put some music up here. Got music in me. Yesterday, I used one of the things from StreamYard that come with the program to do my background music, and I got a music copyright strike. Okay, let's listen to this.
Enforcement thinks the siblings are going. Morgan, she couldn't do an interview with me, but says that she is absolutely devastated. Law enforcement thinks the siblings are going to a fundamentalist LDS group in Utah.
We ended up getting on with a multitude of people and trying to get a press release out and trying to get a Amber Alert out last night, which sadly didn't hit until today.
The search continues for two missing teens from eastern Idaho, 13-year-old Alan Fisher and 15-year-old Rochelle Fisher. Idaho State Police says the siblings were last seen at 7 p.m. Sunday in Monteview, an unincorporated community in Jefferson County. Law enforcement believes they left willingly and are heading to a fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints group in Mendon or Trenton, Utah.
It's heartbreaking.
Tanya Toole knows their mom. She also runs Utah-based nonprofit Holding Out Help, which cares for people from a polygamous background.
She said there were some signs and some weird things the kids were saying. Somebody broke into her home about 2 months ago and stole the children's birth certificates and other personal items. And then probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, she started seeing one of her oldest daughters watching them from afar. And sometimes she would see them multiple times a day. And so it was no surprise when the children finally left.
The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office also says one of their older siblings.
So, I think they're gonna. That's why I said Mother Fear's religious beliefs has 2, maybe 3 teens in danger, because they're just now fixing to say this.
Elintra Fisher was reported missing more than 2 years ago, but has since turned 18.
It's more common than you realize.
Toole says the mom left the FLDS polygamist community with her children about 5 years ago. She says young people are often taught if they don't go back, they'll lose their salvation.
I really feel like this needs to go national at this point. That's going to be the only way to find these babies and bring them home.
Toole says the FLDS group is known for human trafficking, and some of its leaders are in prison for crimes against children, including sexual abuse and related offenses, which is why she says it's so important to find the teens as soon as possible. Alan is 5'9", 135 pounds with longer sandy blonde hair and blue eyes. Rochelle is 5'5", 135 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Law enforcement says they are possibly traveling in a gray Hyundai with the Utah plate number 4BYT6. If you know anything or see them, call dispatch. That number is 208-745-9210 and select option 7. And Morgan, again, I did chat with the mom a little bit earlier, and she said she's devastated, but she's also extremely grateful to everybody keeping an eye out.
All right. So yes, the mother did leave the church about 5 years ago. And I don't know. Apparently, the children were still going to a Latter-day Saints church. She was still allowing them to go to a Latter-day Saints church in the town where she lived. I'm presuming. I don't know. But that's what it sounds like. And she wasn't at church with them that night because she didn't go to that kind of church anymore. So, but the teens just left. All right, now let's listen to the second one, or read the second one. I don't know if it's a read it or listen to it. Okay. Missing teens with FLDS ties believed to be heading to Utah from Idaho over religious beliefs. Okay, let's listen to this.
Police in Idaho today issued an Amber Alert for 2 teens with ties to the polygamous fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Fox 13 News investigative reporter Nate Carlisle joins us in studio. Nate, where could these children be?
Bob, police have said they could be on their way to Trenton, Utah. It is Trenton, Utah. There's some confusion over this earlier, but the mother just wants the kids back.
I used to be a part of the FLDS group, and
Amanda Panda says LDS are not all connected, and some are believing things from far back. The new LDS has different views, but if she came from the older LDS, the father might think he still has rights to those kids. And LDS believes that the husband cannot get into heaven without the wives preparing the path. The girls are the ones that control that. Oh, okay. Well, what happens if they get married and the father only produces male offspring? The more wives you have, the more women you have taken care of your name. When they die, they go to heaven and they prepare your home in heaven. You get shunned. Oh my goodness. She answered my question. If the man has a wife and he only produces male offspring, he'll get shunned from the community. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that important information. I'm thinking she Googled it, y'all. Okay. So let's finish.
they consider me to be an apostate now.
Elizabeth Roundy used to be a plural wife.
She's an apostate because she left the church. And she was a plural wife.
She left the Fundamentalist Church of Latter-day Saints in 2020.
I was sent away to repent, and I came back to get my children, and I had to go through the courts to get them back.
This ruling shows how Roundy was awarded custody of her 3 youngest children. One of them, Alentra D. Fisher, disappeared 2.5 years ago. Now age 18, police believe she may have taken her 2 siblings, 13-year-old Alan Leonard Fisher and 15-year-old Rachel LeRae Fisher, from their home in Monteview, Idaho.
They've just been brainwashed and turned against me.
Roundy says Alan and Rachel disappeared between...
No, it happens. It happens whenever you go into school for church. You'll learn things that just make you go, what? Especially about other religions. Okay.
6 and 8 p.m. Sunday while she was at Bible study. I asked Roundy whether, if her adult children committed a crime, she would want them charged.
You know, it breaks my heart to even think about it, but they need to be held responsible and know that that's not okay.
Anyone with information can call the Jefferson County Sheriff at the number on your screen, area code 745-9210, then dial option 7.
Nate, you've covered the FLDS Church for almost 20 years now. Why is it that children from that community keep going missing?
Bob, you've got a lot of fractured families. That creates a lot of grievances, a lot of concern for the salvation of the children involved, and the children themselves are seen as a commodity. They often go to work at a young age.
All right. Well, we will continue to follow this story. Nate, thanks so much.
All right. So what happens? Do the wives get more than one husband? Or does only the husband get more than one wife? She says, we had to learn a lot of that stuff, and then I was interested in it. Like, I wanted to know, why do they believe this? So I actually did further into the LDS. At age 8, the girls are baptized and given a garment that is not supposed to come off even when they bathe. Absolutely. Is it like an underpants garment type thing, or just like a slip for under their dress or something? Huh. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's like a slip for under their dress. Okay. That's very interesting. Now you make me want to go do some research. Should we start having Bible study in here? It's like long johns, and they can only take one leg out at a time. Oh. Oh. So do they get to take it off like after they get married? Does their husband get to take it off of them? Okay. New details released on missing Jefferson County teens. Okay, he's a handsome young man. Jefferson County police are releasing new details about 2 teenagers who are missing from Jefferson County. An Amber Alert was issued Monday. Debate. You have to take half of it off to bathe. That leg gets put back in, and you take the other leg off. And yes, they get to take it off when they get married, but they are usually arranged marriages to their cousin. Women definitely are not allowed more than one husband. Wow. Wow. That's not fair. Not that I'd want more than one husband, but I mean, that's not fair. Okay. Their mother, Elizabeth Roundy, has full custody of the kids and left for Bible study Sunday evening. When she returned home, they were gone from their Jefferson County property. Jefferson County detectives originally thought the teens may be in a gray Honda or Hyundai sedan with Utah license plate headed towards the FLDS group in the Minden or Trenton area of Utah. In an update Tuesday evening, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says they've been unable to find concrete evidence regarding a vehicle Rochelle and Alan may have left in. I'm gonna I clicked on the blue link, so I got to go to the blue link now. All right.
I'm Nate Eaton with EastIdahoNews.com, and this morning authorities are looking for 2 children who left their home Sunday night and have ties to the FLDS group. Now, this story might sound familiar to you because the sister of these 2 kids actually ran away in January of 2023. Her name is Elentra Fisher, and we've covered this story extensively.
Okay, that makes sense. You mean the one that just turned 18, or the one that was the 13-year-old? Maybe both of them.
Over the past 2 years. Well, now her 2 siblings, Alan, Laura.
If Mom said that the kids were saying weird things, I'm feeling like that's along the lines of they won't get into heaven if they don't go back. Ah, okay.
Laurand Fisher, he's 13, and Rachel LaRae Fisher, she's 15, left Monteview in Jefferson County on Sunday evening, and it's believed that they could be in Trenton, Utah, although when I spoke with their mother, Elizabeth Roundy, I just got off the phone with her, she believes that they're probably in hiding somewhere else, that they probably went somewhere that authorities will not be able to find them. Now, this is Elentra Fisher. She is now 18, but
Man, the Panda says they really are hard on those kids. Looks like it. It sounds like they brainwash them. Start brainwashing them from day one.
when she was reported missing in 2023, she was a juvenile, and she is the sister of Alan and Rachel. She left her home, and her vehicle was later found abandoned at a gas station. And these children have ties to the FLDS group. Their father is an active.
I can agree with that. It sounds like, from what you've said, I mean, sounds like I need to do some research on this, and so I can learn for myself. But good night. Good night.
Member of the group. Their mother, Elizabeth Roundy, no longer is. She has left the church and has custody of these children, has full custody. So it is illegal. Whoever has these children, it is illegal for them to have them. And she has been living with them in Jefferson County. She tells me that on Sunday, she went to Bible study. These kids went down to the shop on their property to use the internet.
They teach the babies to be quiet in church during preaching. By any time the baby cries, they put their head under running water. It literally trains babies not to cry. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That's abuse. We're not supposed to say that word, but that's harsh.
When she got home from Bible study, the kids were gone. Elizabeth was very emotional on the phone. She was distraught. She just is so upset that her two kids have left. Now, the authorities say that they're possibly traveling in a gray Honda or Hyundai sedan with Utah license plates. Alan is 5'9", weighs around 135 pounds. He has longer, sandy blonde hair and blue eyes. Rachel is 5'5", 135 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes as well. The sheriff's office asks anyone with information about these missing children to call them, 208-745-9210. Or if you see them in Utah, just call the police. Wherever you're at, if you happen to see these kids, call the police. Elizabeth is, as I said, distraught, emotional. I don't know how to describe her feelings other than this is her third child. Well, she's now had 3 children who have left her. She has one left who's at home with her, and she is just worried that these kids will be in hiding, as this has happened with other families with FLDS connections where their children vanish. They disappear in the middle of the night. It's unknown who picked up the kids. It's unknown if this was planned for some time. Elizabeth thinks that it might be, that this was obviously planned out because these kids knew to leave when their mom was away.
That could be why she was seeing the older sister from time to time. Was the older sister wasn't actually watching those two. They were watching. She was watching the mom, so she could send signal back and say, "She's gone. They're alone." Most of the time, the LDS communities are located on the border of two states. Reason being, nobody has jurisdiction. Oh. Oh. Do they live in like communities or camps or something?
And she is just working to get them back. So anybody that has information, as I mentioned, is asked to call the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Here are the photos again. Alan Laurent Fisher, he's 13. Rachel LaRae Fisher, she's 15. Both believed to have left Montague Sunday, and they could be in Trenton, Utah, where they previously lived, although they could be anywhere. They likely are in hiding. The children are possibly in a gray Honda or Hyundai sedan with Utah license plates. Again, Alan is 5'9", 135 pounds, longer sandy blonde hair and blue eyes. Rachel is 5'5", 135 pounds, brown hair and blue eyes. It is illegal to be housing these children if you have them, as their mother has full custody and did not give permission for them to leave. She told me that she has kept a very close eye on these kids for the past several months.
If their community is located on both sides, the police have to decide who has jurisdiction. And to be honest, I'm not sure if the police can actually do anything. I've also known of the police being a part of the LDS and helping them. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. That just makes you want. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. What it? What?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. Bullshit.
You hear that? What?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
They did attend the public school system in Jefferson County until Christmas time, and since then the mother has homeschooled them, although now with it being summer they weren't in any type of schooling. But hopefully these kids can be found. If they are found, they will be returned. They will be returned to her, to the mother in Montague, to Elizabeth Roundy. We're going to stay on top of it. You can read our past stories about Alentra Fisher and her escaping. Now that she is 18, she is an adult, so legally, if she is found, she, doesn't have to be returned to her mother. She can do whatever she wants. But it's likely that she was involved in her siblings' escape, or her siblings leaving. That's what Elizabeth believes, that Alentra somehow may have played a part in helping her two siblings leave her mom and get back to the those involved in the faith. We will stay on top of it. You can read our past stories at eastidahonews.com. We have past interviews with Elizabeth on our YouTube channel. You can go watch them all, and we will of course follow up with her as the week.
Manda Panda says, I'm proud of this mom. we're having the guts to come out like this, though, we definitely need to pray for her. LDS will go after her if she doesn't stop, and not in a good way. Sounds like it. Okay, now back to this one where we were. The Fisher sister, Elantra D. Fisher, was reported missing January 2023 from the other people have met their demise by trying to leave. Oh, really? Sounds like my son's home. Okay. She is now 18 and was never located. Rowdy believes Elantra may have been involved in the disappearance of Alan and Rochelle. And then, okay, thank you. And then it goes back to tell their height and weight. Rochelle was wearing a dark green prairie dress with braided hair, and Alan was wearing a light blue shirt with blue jeans and black slip-on shoes similar to Crocs. Anyone with information on where the teenagers could be are asked to call Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at 208-745-9210, option 7. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've had enough of that. Hi, you gonna eat leftover from last night? Okay. Because I went to Walmart, but I didn't have time to cook.
That's fine.
I got home like 15 minutes before my live.
I like what you did to the living room.
Thank you.
You know, you could have went right off back home, but I knew you were still capable of moving things without something falling on top of you.
Yeah. Well, I took everything off of the shelves so I could move the shelves easier. Because if the mother left, I highly doubt that she was making her still wear that. This is true. But she might, if the mother was letting them still go to a Latter-day Saints church, then she might have been wearing it because that's what she still believed. You missed it. Okay, if she's still wearing the dress, that means she was not out of that mind frame and she was not ready to leave. Because if the mother left, I highly doubt that she would be making her still wear that. Hello, H. Davis. How are you? Okay. Congrats on 711. Yes, thank you. We do have 711 people in our subscribers. That night that we were below 700, we got up to 718, but for some reason, I said something on a channel, somebody else's channel, that I guess they thought I shouldn't have said, and they decided to leave. That's on them, not on me. We're good. We're good. I got my living room cleaned today. I have company coming in July, so I'm trying to do a little bit of extra cleaning. Do you get the hiccups? Don't fight. You got the hiccups? Daddy wants you. Call him. You'll always be here, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't know how much that means.
My cat. Hey, stop biting, man. Stop biting.
Would you put the peanut butter away while you're waiting on your supper?
I got peanut butter and out.
You smell like tater tots.
I can't help it. You want me to get my job?
No.
Ain't glad I don't smell like onion rings.
I'd rather you smell like onion rings. At least they're good.
No, they're not.
Manda Panda says, hey, Viper.
Cabinet or fridge?
The cabinet. You don't put peanut butter in the refrigerator. It gets hard and crusty and breaks.
That's what we do. Don't ask how it doesn't break.
Okay. Amber alert issued for two children in eastern Idaho. The update. As of yesterday, June, you put your peanut butter in the fridge?
At work, yes we do, so we make our peanut butter shake.
Amanda Panda says, but my tummy thinks it's a cabinet. Ah. Okay. My cat thinks he lives in my refrigerator. I've closed the door with him in it before. Update. As of June 24th, Jefferson County detectives say they have been unable... What was that?
I did not over your hair dye thing.
Okay.
Sure, come on, buddy.
Detectives say they've been unable to find concrete evidence indicating that the vehicle Rochelle and Alan Fisher may have left in. Police confirmed that the vehicle was initially reported to be involved in a gray Honda sedan registered in Utah, did not travel to Idaho during the time that the kids went missing. The time frame that Rochelle and Alan went missing has been narrowed to Sunday, June 22nd between 6 and 8 p.m. Police say they are unsure if they have left the immediate area or are still in the area. Anyone with information on their whereabouts is asked to contact Jefferson County Sheriff's Office 208-745-9210, option 7. Idaho State Police have issued the Amber Alert for the two children. It says the pair was last seen at 7 p.m. on June 22nd in Montague. Reports indicate that the siblings may be headed to an FLDS in Minden, Utah with their adult siblings. Police suspect they might be traveling in a gray Hyundai with license plate number 4BYT6. Okay. Then it goes to talk about their height and weight and stuff. And that's the older one that is now 18. All right. So, yeah. There's that. Idaho teens may be missing due to religious belief, deputies. I think they forgot part of the title there. Here's the two children again. News Nation, an Amber Alert has been issued for two missing Idaho teens whose disappearance may be tied to their religious beliefs, according to Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Sunday, Alan Fisher and Rochelle Fisher were reported missing from their Montague home by their mother. Authorities said Tuesday they found no concrete evidence. Authorities additionally said they now are sure if the children have left the immediate area or not. People are searching for the 13-year-old girl. Police search. I thought the boy was 13 and the girl was, she was 15, he was 13. The teens are believed to possibly be in the company of their adult sibling heading to Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints community in Trenton, Utah. Okay, so their community could be in Trenton and whatever the other town was, because they mentioned two towns. So if the two towns are neighboring towns, that could be where their community is, like Mandapanda was saying, right on the border. Copyright 25 Nexar Media Incorporated. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written, or redistributed. I'm sorry, I didn't read that till the end. But I didn't say it verbatim because you saw me skip a bunch of it. Okay, here's the interview with the mother. I gotta make sure the volume's on.
Choosing your next instrument is a very personal and hands-on experience and can't be done properly online. Come into Chesbro Music Company and let our team of professionals help you find just the right instrument. Play it, feel it, love it. Chesbro Music Company.
Sorry about that.
Developing tonight, new information about an Amber Alert for two children from Jefferson County reported missing.
This is 13-year-old Alan Fisher and 15-year-old Rochelle Fisher. Sheriff's deputies believe that the teens were abducted by the members of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or FLDS. Rochelle was wearing a dark green prairie dress with braided hair. Alan was wearing a light blue shirt with blue jeans and black Crocs.
Chris Nessman spoke with their mother today about her fears and what she hopes will happen. This interview only on 8.
Emotional, very.
Do the girls wear that thing on the back of their head, like Mennonites or something? Or do they just let their hair show?
Emotional. I've cried a lot.
Rochelle and Alan Fisher, gone. The suspects, family members who are still a part of the FLDS Church, the organization and culture that Elizabeth once was a part of, but then left.
I had been sent away to repent. When I decided to come back and get my children who'd been left in the church with other people, then they automatically banned me as an apostate.
By labeling Elizabeth as an apostate, the FLDS Church tells its members to cease any contact with her and keep her kids away from her, even though she has sole court-ordered custody.
And that's part of what's going on with my children. Their father's been trying to get them away from me because I left the FLDS, and he believes that I'm an apostate.
Tanya Toole helps people leaving the FLDS culture get on their feet. She and law enforcement have a bigger fear.
There are some revelations out there that are concerning from the FLDS Church that talk about becoming translated beings, but they must die first, then they'll be risen like Jesus Christ in 2.5, 3 days. And so it's a 5-year revelation. We're 3 years into it. And so I think she's worried that her kid's life may be taken at the end of the day.
For Elizabeth, she just hopes her kids can somehow get a hold of her.
Just want my children to know I love them, and I hope that they won't hesitate to call me if they ever get in a bad spot and they need help.
In Monteview, Chris Nestman, Local News 8.
One positive tonight, we tried to get an interview with the Jefferson County detectives, but we were unable to because they have been incredibly busy with the number of tips coming in. So keep them coming. We wish the best for those kids.
Okay. So that is okay. Amanda Panda says, "Ugh. Am I still here? My cat's walking on my keyboard." No, they don't have to wear a cover on their head, but it does have to be fixed and kept. Okay. Would you please? I don't like fighting with you. Quit biting. Please. Quit biting. Quit biting. Here. Take this. Okay. He's got a toy now. So, yeah. It amazes me what this church believes. I haven't read that anywhere. Ow! Oh, goodness. He started to fall and grab my leg and sharp claws. Of course, my legs look like hamburger anyway. Thanks to him. Him's teething, yeah. He likes to bite. He thinks it's time for his supper, but it's not. He's got another hour before his supper time. So, I mean, I don't think I remember reading anywhere in the Bible about Lazarus is the only one that was resurrected, and Jesus. Jesus came back after 3 days, and Jesus went to Lazarus' grave and told him to he's going to his food bowl. I don't know how he did it. He gets on my keyboard and my whole screen does all kinds of wacky stuff. It just rolled it all up to where you told me to hold the peanut butter 6 inches from my nose and see if I could smell it. And then it did some kind of a clip there. I don't know. I don't know what he's stepping on when he does it because I can't see underneath his feet. So I think I did a bad thing when I was letting him watch kittens on my computer screen. I think that's what he wants. He gets up here and he wants my phone to watch kittens on, or he wants me to turn my TV on to watch kittens on. I rearranged my living room today, and I put his cat tree that used to sit right here in there by the window so he can look out the window and play with the dogs. But I can't open the windows or the dogs will make sure they get through. Because they can jump up high enough that they can claw the screen and see inside the... So they could jump up and see it. But they can't get too high. Because I don't think they can jump high enough to break those windows because those are strong windows. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to turn this music off. I feel like I'm trying to talk over it. So, yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I've never heard of those kind of beliefs from any religion. I didn't ever know what the Latter-day Saints was. I know I've grown up and you drive down the road and you see the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but I've never heard of fundamentalist church or anything like that. I know with like Baptist church, you have First Baptist, Second Baptist, Southern Baptist, Missionary Baptist, and all that. And then, you have Catholic and Roman Catholic and some other kind of Catholic. Protestant. I think we're Protestants. I don't know, but it takes all religions to be part of the body of Christ. That's what I feel, because we have 4 limbs and we have 10 digits between the 4 limbs. Plus, we have a heart that brings us all together, and we have a mind to help us understand it. And it takes all of the religions to be a part of the body of Christ and come together as one and as a whole, so that at the day of resurrection, we will come together and be one whole in the image of Jesus Christ. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to believe. So I don't think any one religion is better than the other religion. Even though I was... Thank you for the copyright strike. I got to figure out how to change that text message sound. I changed it to where if my moderator or my husband text messages me, it doesn't play that song. But if anybody text messages me, it plays that song. So I don't know. I got 2 missed calls. Anybody important? Do anybody know Timothy Holcomb? Going once? Going twice? Okay, we'll block him. So he left me a voicemail. I wonder what it's going to say. We're with the insurance and you're qualified. No, I don't qualify. Maybe I'm Medicare and Medicaid, but I don't qualify. So, thank you for being in the locker room. I forgot to say welcome to the locker room when I started. Thank you for coming into the locker room today. I am going to go find out something for supper and spend a little bit of time with Viper Orca and before he goes back to work, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Do something nice for someone, even if it's just be the reason they smile today, and get